They just don't make places like this anymore.
Chicken palm?
And they certainly don't make guys like this anymore either.
This is my brother Nicholas. This is my brother Dominic. And I'm Yano. Welcome to New Deal Fruit.
For more than 50 years, the Petruzzelli family has owned New Deal Fruit in Revere.
We're third generation. My grandfather started in the business, then my father and his brothers. Now it's me and my brothers.
And through the generations, the New Deal has remained decidedly old school.
Not much has changed, as you can see. And the only reason why is we're busy every day and we got no time to paint. The paint would never dry.
Sure, this place carries some of the freshest, juiciest fruit you'll ever eat.
Is that the finest looking grapefruit you ever seen in your whole life?
But there's plenty more than produce, like pastas, groceries, Italian specialty products, and a deli serving up sandwiches that are guaranteed great.
You're gonna get the best sandwich you're gonna buy anywhere you can get a sandwich. I challenge anybody to try and make a sandwich half as good as I can make one.
What's on yours? You need anything else, bud? Italian, everything, no oil? All right, thank you. I'll see you later.
The deli at the New Deal is a constant blur of activity.
Here you go, hon.
And with dozens of cold cuts and cheeses to choose from, the slicers are constantly cranking.
They all got good, strong shoulders from pushing those slices. Okay, let me see a muscle. Let me see a muscle. Oh, look at that, huh? That's a muscle.
In fact, the only thing bigger than the muscles on these guys are their mouths.
My guys have the biggest mouths there are.
You're not going to be able to find out what you want by looking. What do you feel like?
Everything's fast-paced here.
You figure out what you want yet?
So if you come in, and you're not sure what you're ordering, they'll push you aside and say, you know, who's next?
Since the New Deal has a ton of serious sandwiches to choose from, ordering can be a challenge for first-timers, and experienced workers like Dom's nephew, Yano, can always spot a newbie.
Well, I can tell because they have different body language. They come in, they're nervous. They don't really want to speak because they don't want to get yelled at because that's what their friends told them. So they'll come in, we'll be able to see it, and I'll usually say, what do you feel like? Because I bother the people. But if a familiar face comes in here, they know what they want. And most of the time, we know what they want, so we just start doing it for them.
The New Deal subs are big, beautiful, and always overstuffed, like the North Ender packed with provolone, eggplant, meatballs, sauce, and grated cheese.
This is a North Ender. When you bite into it, you get a crispiness from the eggplant being fried and a softness from the meatball, and you can taste the grated cheese on the top, a little sharp, pungent flavor of it. It's a work of art. You can't make sandwiches like this. Don't go into the sub business.
Another great choice is the West Ender, a melty mashup of provolone, sausage, and broccoli rabe.
The sausage, it just bursts with flavor in your mouth. And I use a cheese and garlic sausage, so you really taste the garlic and the cheese, and then there's a little bit of spiciness to it.
You're not going to eat this sandwich in your car. You need 2 hands, a desk, and a lot of napkins.
But for a true meat masterpiece, nothing beats the Eastie, which is a steak and cheese spiked with Italian sausage and pepperoni. It's the kind of sandwich that will satisfy even the most hardened hunger.
Like I just got out of prison, and I'm starving, and I haven't had a sandwich in 5 years. Here it is. I want it. Nobody bother me. I want my bag of chips, I want my soda, and nobody talk to me for an hour.
Some sandwiches here are sort of standard, and others are completely outrageous, like the double play, which piles golden chicken cutlets atop perfectly pink roast beef, a combination Dom created to soothe a particularly heavy hangover.
Yeah, sometimes when you're hungover, you know, roast beef just isn't enough. You need a little bit more to get that hot, salty flavor to cure you from the hangover.
And if your hangover needs even more help, just upgrade from the double play to a triple play, which adds onion rings and French fries onto the sandwich.
Triple play is a young guy sandwich. You know what I mean? You gotta be 33 and down, I think, because if you're an older guy and you eat that, you're dead for a month.
But out of every sandwich they make here, no sub will satisfy like the top shelf. Each bite is like a gourmet journey through Italian cold-cut heaven.
The top shelf is 3 slices of everything on that top shelf inside one big giant sandwich.
It's a sliced Genoa salami, pepper salami, pepperoni, chorizo, D'Annunzio salami, hot and sweet supersada, salami prosciutto, which is very rare, has a nice old school salami flavor from the 60s. I'm not from the 60s, but that's what my grandfather told me, and it's delicious.
And whether you come to the New Deal for a great sandwich, some fresh fruit, or just a taste of the way things used to be, the Petruzzelli family will treat you like family.
But I probably know 80% or 90% of the people's names that come in here. And if I don't know them, I call you cuz, because that's how we feel about everybody. Everybody's a cousin. Everybody's related. People know we see every day. Ask how your father is, how your mother's doing, how's your brother. That's how this place is. That's how all businesses should be.